What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the figure art Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Awakened Super Saiyan. And I think this one is the second attempt at the Super Saiyan Vegeta. Could be wrong, could be a third. I'm not sure. I think they've attempted this one a couple of times. But here he is in the box. You got this nice little photo of him. Clear window. You can see the accessories. Other side, got the title. Got the back. You get to see a little bit of the different face sculpts, poses. Got this side here, a little bit of the artwork, and then we'll get them open and check them out. All right, so Vegeta comes in that clamshell when you slide him out, and you get to see all of his accessories. So you've got the different hands. You've got the open palm hands, like he's blasting. It's a little bit slightly clawing hands. Then you've got these kind of fighting pose. You got the crossed arms, and you get these different head sculpts. So I'll try to show you in the packaging, that way you can see it all. So you got those different hands there for both sides. You get this thumb pose, which is really cool too. That thumb hand, all in white. You get this nice head sculpt here. Which looks really nice. The hair is pretty nice, like this. It's got a shine to it. Very like angry focus. Probably blasting somebody right there. Other head sculpt here. You've got, if I can get it out here. There we go. You got the smirk. You can see the shine in there. He's just full of confidence right there. You got the crossed arms. Which they're okay. Not terrible. And then we got him himself. So we'll take that plastic out of there. And then we'll take a look at him. All right, so here is Vegeta, and he looks pretty awesome. One thing you can kind of tell, at least I can see to my eye, and I think through this phone, is if you look right here, that the front of his head, that faceplate, has like a different yellow than the back part here. So this one's got like some shading here in the front, and then it's all shiny, and then it fades up in there, but it stops right there at the faceplate. It doesn't start there, so that's kind of interesting. You got this nice serious face on there. I like the line work on there. And this Vegeta, I believe, was one that can be found everywhere, like Walmart, Target. At least at this time, I remember he was pretty available everywhere. So you get the line work going around. It's not sculpted around his neck, it's just painted. The suit. This is one of my favorite, absolute favorite looks for him. There's a couple looks that he had that I absolutely love. The Namek saga with the armor just at the top. I didn't really care for his first appearance with the little skirts, but a couple looks after that, I really liked the one with just the shoulder pads, and this one, and then nothing, just the blue suit. I thought those are some of my favorite looks for him. But blue skin tone, no shading in the body or anything like that. Boots got the sculpting in there, but again, no shading. Nothing for the feet. Nothing for the gloves. A little bit of shading would have made this thing pop even more, and even something, a little shading here in the hair, at the back side of it. So other than that, I mean, I think it looks really good. Some shading in here would have been nice in the armor. Just something extra. Like you did this for the hair. Either continue it, that would have made everything look even better. A little bit of shading in here. Everything popped better. Would have been really nice. For articulation, the head just moves down about that far, moves up about that far. And it does got a cut in the base of the neck, so when you add that, it does look down a lot farther. It does look up pretty okay. You get a nice tilt when both of them are used. Just kind of rolls around. Nice little ball joint in there. A little slight butterfly. Arms can kind of cross here just a little bit. The way the armor is cut kind of allows it to. Upper bicep cut. We'll go T pose. It's pretty good. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Peg and hinge. All in the wrist peg. Diaphragm cut. And it's forward about that far, so not very good. Back that far. And then you've got this ball waist that when you add them both together, not much. The armor kind of starts hitting the waist part there. And then when you go back, get a little bit more out of going back, and then you get this little gap in there. You can kind of see a little bit of a joint in there, how it works. The ball and the looks like a hinge also in a way. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a little hinge in there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That's pretty cool. So you got this newer style with upper thigh is cut into different pieces. Leg goes forward about that far. Back past neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. No boot cut. You get the ball foot in there. Double ball peg, really. So you get one up top, one in the bottom. Rolls around. Toe hinge. And that's it for his articulation. And I went ahead and switched his face sculpt before we started this part of the segment and put the thumbs up hand in there. Which I think looks really awesome. That face with the thumbs up. But it's Vegeta, so I also kind of want to. And that looks really cool. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Try a couple of these hands and face plates. And just so you know, whenever you change the face plate, it's just the front coming off like that. Pegs in there. It stays on the ball peg there. And here he is doing more like a Gallic gun. The shouting face. I think it looks great. Pose looks awesome. One thing about Vegeta, we all know that he's tiny, so can't wait to see the size comparison to see where this one stands. Yeah, pretty cool. Here's Vegeta with the crossed arms, and he looks awesome. I love it. Like, it's not as hard. Like, I don't know if you guys have been collecting Figuarts Dragon Ball figures since the beginning, but man, crossed arms used to be such a pain to put on, but this one wasn't bad at all. Like Piccolo's back in the day was crazy. But yeah, he looks great. And he's got the crossed arms and this angry face on it, and it kind of goes with it. But I feel like you could put any face on there and it just goes with it. Because he's just shouting. Now he's just observing and just like sickened by what he's watching, yeah. It's pretty crazy. And then, of course, the smiling face, which makes him look more arrogant and stuff. You got no chance. which looks great. I mean, that's awesome. I'm probably going to use this smiling face no matter what because it looks really good. And looking at it at the front right there, it doesn't have as much shading. The camera's picking up more, I think, than like his focused face. Like that one had a lot more than the other ones. So yeah, I wonder if that varies from like figure to figure or what. But man, that looks good. I can kind of see him like floating away as somebody's trying to like attack him, and he's just like dodging and just floating backwards. Of course, you know Vegeta's known to make like some of the best entrances. And then Piccolo, but man, yeah, this looks crazy. And I loved him in this suit. I mean, I think he wore this suit for quite a bit. So this is one of the main ones I know him for. My other one is, of course, the where the armor comes off, but before he's Super Saiyan. So yeah, pretty cool. Final Flash. Yeah, so many things you can do with this guy. Really cool. But again, I'm leaving that thumb on him. And something about having the thumb on him and he's pointing to himself makes me think of when he's introducing Trunks. Like, this is my son Trunks. He's not as strong as me, but he is strong. So cool. He's like, thank you for your purchase. And that's my ninja weight. No, I'm kidding. So, comparison. Probably my most expensive figure. 2011 SDCC Goku. Again, this one came out a while ago, 2011, I believe. So you can see the difference in the joint system. They used to have solid legs. And then you couldn't really, I don't know, it was weird. Everything rotated on the ball, that sort of thing. Now they got this new system where it's split up, kind of giving more range. No diaphragm cut, just a ball waist. This one still looks good though. Look at the difference in the hair. You know, he's got so much shading in his hair all the way through. I don't know which style I like more. This is very cool, but I think it should be more like this. And again, this face sculpt has the lighter shading on the front versus the other face sculpt. But height wise, I don't know. Do we like the height? Should have been a little bit shorter. I don't know. Kind of crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. Hopefully, I showed you enough to help you out. Make your choice, make your decision. Again, it wasn't one of the most costly figures that's out there, and it is pretty available, or it was. So I don't expect it to be too wild to find or anything like that. I could be wrong, but hopefully I showed you enough to make your choice on whether this one was for you or not. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.